Hi friends, in this video lecture we are going to discuss about Charter Act of 1813, which is continuously asked in set and catered examinations. So what is Charter Act of 1813? You know, the East India Company Act 1813, also known as the Charter Act of 1813, and it was an act of the Parliament of United Kingdom which renewed the charter issued to the British East India Company's rule in India. The act expressly asserted the crown's sovereignty over British India by allotting 1 lakh rupees and permitting Christian missionaries to propagate English and preach their religion. So even though the company's commercial monopoly, which means the control over the supply of trade in any commodity or service, was ended, except for the tea and opium trade and the trade with China, but it reflects or it lead to the growth of British power in India. Charter Act of 1830, which encouraged missionaries to open English schools in India. In my previous lecture, I discussed how English education was introduced in India and the controversies between Warren Hastings, who supported the Oriental learning, and the missionaries who wanted to work in India and convert Indian people into Christianity. Actually, what happened in 1813 was the Charter Act was introduced by the East India Company. Now, what did Charter Act meant for, or what did it say, is it stated that money needs to be allocated which means distribute to the improvement for literature and encouragement of learned natives of India. Basically, the act was saying the East India Company doing business in India, they need to work for welfare of Indian people, and the welfare is going to start the education sector. They are going to invest some money in order to improve the education of India. They are going to improve the situation of natives and literature, and they are going to encourage people in India to become literate. But then the Charter Act, they didn't mention which language would be used in order to improve the literature and the literary rate of the country. So what the missionary did, that they took advantage of this act and they said that we are free to open English schools in India. So in 1830, for the first time, missionaries got free entry to India and they were allowed to carry out their activities. So it was obvious that missionaries could propagate Christianity through English education. Later on, what happened was that there was these Orientalists who believed in Indian culture and they rebelled against this Charter Act. But then came Lord Babington Macaulay. This man, that is Macaulay, said that the use of the word improvement of literature actually meant English literature. So he said that, Britishers said that we are going to improve the literature and encourage the people of India to become learned. Now this literature that Charter Act talked about, actually English literature. Okay, they are going to encourage the people of India to become English learned scholars. So here you can see how the British used the act for their own sake. And we can see their selfish interest in the working of the East India Company. So this is how, with the help of Charter Act, the East India Company was able to finally start English education in India. So the East India Company was also known as the Charter Act of 1813 or the East India Company Act 1813. It was an act of the Parliament of United Kingdom which renewed the charter issued to the British East India Company rule in India. So even the company's commercial monopoly was ended, except for the tea and opium trade and the trade with China. But this led to the growth of British power in India. And the act expressively asserted the crown sovereignty over British India by allotting 1 lakh rupees and permitting Christian missionaries to propagate English and preach their religion. So for that they give or they distribute their literature to our natives. So through English literature or the English education, the Indian people want to change as literate. So that's it for today's video lecture. We will meet soon in the next video lecture. So stay safe, keep learning and stay tuned to Keynote.